This is a First and 10 Monday on Coaching Football with Brian Clee.
In this week's First and 10 game plan, we're going to take a look at utilizing jet sweep to attack an odd too-high structure. Last week we talked about running triple option, and there's times where maybe quarterback is not executing your triple option effectively enough. Maybe they're struggling with the read some, and having a jet sweep series to complement that lets you take some of those reads and the execution on the level of the quarterback out of his hands. All he's got to do is time up the jet motion and execute the offense. First, make sure you're attacking and you are getting numbers. So if right now we cut the formation in half, the defense is dead even, and then on top of that, if the safety and the corner are aligned, and those are the only guys on the perimeter, I think it's best to attack the perimeter. So two ways of doing that, and we talked about both of these last week. We could have a high-low concept, whether that is smash. I would start off maybe smash. Does that corner sink or not? Or more likely he's going to sit on a hitch, and you can hit the Z. Other routes to complement that, we would be sliding to the right. Our A-back could release and run an option route. If that 9 technique widens with them, sit down inside as sort of a check down. If that 9 technique plays inside leverage, keep running to the outside and you get open. Again, half slide pass pro. And it's up to you on whether or not you'd want to send those the H and the Y out in routes. Most likely we could have the H block here, and then the Y, just a quick little hitch, and widen if you don't open up immediately. The other concept, clear wheel, we'll get the pass pro out of the way again. Again, half slide. We'll have the Y run the same route, sit down on a hitch, and now what clear wheel is for us, okay, run a slant, and I've taught the quarterback, you only throw that if the 30 technique, the inside linebacker splits him. If he's dropping off, that slant is going to be double bracketed. Plus, you got the 9 technique in that area. The slant is really doing what the first part of the play call is. It's clearing out the space. A slant stop out of the X receiver, and then the A-back on a wheel. If that corner squeezes at all, quarterback can get his drop, and you ultimately will have a linebacker chasing the running back. Even if that linebacker is able to match up with them, it's challenging to cover that wheel route coming out of the backfield. So first off, if the defense is balanced, they're playing off man out there, go attack the weak side. So now for the jet sweep series, we have 3 plays. Obviously, jet sweep, counter to the running back, quarterback power, and a play action pass. First off, why you would want to attack the strong side, counting numbers. Pre-snap, there are 5 full guys to the right of that dotted line that I just drew. 5 offensive players to 4 defensive players. So right now there's already a numbers advantage. If you count the quarterback and the center as a half and a half, and then the nose as another half, the numbers get even better. It's 6 to 4.5. And then if you bring the jet motion, and the defense doesn't adjust, or at most they end up rolling the secondary, they do gain 1, but the offense also gains 1. So attacking that strong side, great plan. Also, in my experience, a lot of times teams they overreact to that jet sweep. Inside linebackers tend to lean. So first play, let's start off with counter. Get that jet fake across. A-back's going to jab step away. And now the counter blocking, We like to arc. That's a hard block. We don't know if that 4 technique's going in, out. We don't know. That's a hard block for that left tackle. We don't know where he's going, so let's arc outside. And then we're blocking gap back, hang on the double team. If that 30 technique linebacker is running, and that's what we're hoping, hang on that double team. You got to make sure nothing's coming through the gap as the center, but hang on that double team. Guard's going to pull and kick, then a short, quick kick out. H is going to wrap, Y, gap step hinge. You'll have that 4 technique. And then super tells our Y, you're pulling. So maybe that overhang outside linebacker who's an extra number there, maybe he gets a quick read on it. He's cross-skiing the H or the Y. He falls back in. And we've got hats for everybody. Corner free. If they've run to the jet sweep, we're in real good shape. And the A-back fall in the blocking. Quarterback carry out a power fake. So lots of misdirection. Get the defense moving. Make them think they have to chase the jet, and then when they overreact, hit them with counter back inside, and the X can stalk block out there. Sorry, X, we'll get to you. We'll get to you in a moment here. And then the power on that. So same motion. Key thing with that jet motion, make sure in our experience, we don't need to mesh the jet motion per se. And then we want to step off after we clear the A-back. Okay? We don't need to mesh, be a yard in front. Quarterback's going to bow and rock the baby a little bit. Jab step away with the A-back. And now quarterback power. Most of the time, if we got a 4 technique, we make a railroad call. That means the Y and the tackle are double teaming back. The guard and the tackle, double teaming back. Gap step hinge by the offensive tackle. X, go ahead, run a hitch. Guard, wrapping through. A-back, fake your counter. He's going to pick up that backside 9 technique. Quarterback, keep it nice. Aim for the guard. Hopefully we get a ton of movement on that 4 technique. That might mean our guard wraps a little bit wider to C gap if the movement's not great. And again, if they've rolled the secondary, that corner's outside, probably doesn't need to even, the corner won't even need to be blocked. The jet fake's going to take them. The linebackers, they just saw counter. They should set up and fall into the wall of down blocks real well. And then lastly, the big block on power always, the kick out of the 9 technique by our H-back. So misdirection on the first one, more misdirection, give them the jet fake, give them the counter fake. Have the quarterback run in the C-gap area on a C-gap power. Okay, finally the jet sweep. So those inside linebackers, they're just worried about plugging. They got to fill their gaps. They've seen all these fakes in front of them. If they're not reading the offensive line, maybe the quarterback, the defensive coordinator starts to blitz them a little bit. So now our jet fake, and each guy is going to race to the sideline. Guard tackle is the Y is reaching the 9. Guard tackle is working on the 4 technique to the 30 technique linebacker. Center reach the 0. Guard reach the 0. They're working back, making sure that 30 technique linebacker, they're taking care of both the A gaps. And then backside tackle, gap step hinge again. Probably that 4 technique. Especially with the fake that's about to come. And now we're going to get the H. You are taking first thing that shows. So maybe that corner's rolling down. If we can pin the corner inside, that's best. Maybe the corner rolls down and is playing 5x5 outside. Gets to kind of a cover 2 alignment. Again, work nice and flat. Get your read of them. Turn it into a kick out. A-back. You're a bonus guy, you see that kick out, come up in the alley, because that safety's going to eventually be running it, backside safety, playing cutback, he's really sitting for counter. Quarterback, we're going to actually fake quarterback counter away, and big thing on jet sweep, and really all our sweeps, what we have our guy do as a sweeper on stretch plays. Take a slide step off, lets you see the block set up, and then pick your lane that you want to use to cut up. Okay, and then lastly, switch pass, and we'll go bazooka. Let's give our Z back there a little bit of, our X back there a little bit of love. So first, make the play look the same. Here's our jet. That guy is going to be releasing, that guy is going to be in the pass pro. Make sure we pick up a 9 technique. The Y, you are on a seam route. H, you are on the wheel route. And the A back is going to be our check down. Bazooka means we're looking backside. Maybe that corner, if that corner is zoning off, get to 5 and replace that free safety that's been rotating. If the down safety on the backside, if he's not dropping deep enough, keep this skinnier. So adjust the route based on him. Pass pro, half slide again. If that 30 technique comes, we got to get the ball out quick on a check down. If not, bazooka, we're looking backside first. That freeze rolled over, he's trying to carry the seam, the corner's on the wheel, and the backside safety ends up giving you a vertical shot, is ignoring the X. Make sure you throw the ball long, over the top, and go get a big gain to the X, hopefully for a touchdown. So some ideas of using jet motion to get the defense moving, hit them with misdirection, either counter or fake the counter, run a quarterback power. Obviously, you got to be able to run jet sweep to set those things up, or when they're starting to plug inside, start running the jet. And then when they're not respecting on the backside there, you got a shot to get to the X. Obviously, you could also call the play and look seam to wheel to check down. Some options when you're not running option with the quarterback this week.
If you think it would be fun to participate in a 1st and 10 Monday in some way, shape, or form, whether that is you presenting an offensive formation or two and how you would go about game planning against how I would try to defend that, and I'm going to exchange some ideas about how we're going to game plan to defend that offensive concept and those formations, or if you want to flip that script and you want to have me present an offensive formation or two and some offensive concepts and how we're going to game plan for how you would go about trying to defend us, and you're exchanging your ideas about how to put together a defensive game plan to stop that, that'd be great. There's my contact information. Hit me up on Twitter, leave a comment down below, or shoot me an email.